Williams is pushing Ewing aside. No double yet. Kukoc comes over to help. Ewing with the fall away from behind the board. His first two since the opening quarter.
And it's the first time that he has taken his pet shot. The first time tonight that he has thrown that fade away from that area.
He's shown us some new wrinkles, but not bad. Anthony, good job defensively knocking it away from Williams. And we'll have a timeout.
Pass is made. You're going to see Greg Anthony get a piece of it. Why? Because his man comes and brings him right into the action. Now there's the perfect lob. Kerr never should have come down into that area. They just blew an opportunity for a layup.
And Scott Williams pleading his case to Dan Crawford, the official. But the quality of the play, we talked at the top of the show, neither team has played exceptionally well in this series. In the second half, they're playing a lot better. Only 6 turnovers for the two, combined for 21 in the first.
You got to find the free guy when you make that pass.
Williams a triple fake. Ewing still blocks the shot.
Well, that was weak. See, that was a weak move. He made himself small, Ron. You know, Scott Williams is 6'10". He's got to go up strong with that with 2 hands.
Scott is a big guy, too, at 230 pounds. Mason waits for the double team by Kerr. They give it right back to him. Shaken and Bacon lost the dribble. 4 to shoot. Knicks retain possession. Ewing to step inside. He hung just long enough to drop it.
All he needed was a pit stop. He just had to get to the locker room, that's all. Since he's come back, he's 2 for 2. We have a new man out there. Patrick is energized.
4 points in the quarter for Ewing. Longley backing in. Ewing lets him take the shot, and he misses it. Comes up with the rebound. Ewing with 8 boards tonight.
Now, he's had 4 opportunities below the dotted line in the paint. You know, that shot is makeable for him.
Corey Gaines substituting for Derek Harper. Ewing has a shot blocked by Longley. Try it again. Short. Longley bodied up to him well.
And speaking of bodies are hitting the floor
slightly. Longley tries to throw it off the backside of Hubert Davis. Whistle and a foul.
Now he was cutting, and this goes to show you the court vision that Longley has. He was cutting to the left side of the rim. He made that catch, and he caught it and was trying to go to the right corner to John Paxson, who was spotting up for a 3.
That's the 3rd team foul on the Knicks, and we still have well over 8 minutes left to be played in this ballgame. That could be a factor considering how well Chicago shot free throw. Nice. That is the passing of Luke Longley.
See the man can pass. They take the trap. They immediately hit Longley. And they're relying on Longley to pick out the free guy. Where was Scott Williams? His man left to pick up Longley right in front of the basket.
Corey Gaines has to give it up to Oakley, who gives it right back up to Gaines. Oakley left open from 19. Ewing tried to get the offensive rebound, couldn't hang on to it. 4-point Knick lead, 7:40 left to be played in the ballgame. Outside, Kukoc for 3. Tony Kukoc, his first 3 of the game.
He's now 5 for 10 in threes in this series.
Member of the all-rookie second team, David is tripped inside, goes down hard to the floor. Charles Smith will come in. He'll be joined by Greg Anthony and John Starks. Oakley, Gaines, and Davis sit down.
You have to admire Tony Kukoc right here. He was looking for the shot. Now, you see, his man, not that far off of him, and then he shot it without a bounce.
Bad pass, Smith on the inbounds pass. Tried to get it to Ewing. Longley was right there.
Yeah, he wanted to screen.
Longley with a wraparound pass over to Williams. Doesn't get the jumper. Ewing with his 11th rebound.
Once again, Luke Longley finds the open man.
1-point Knick lead.
He's got to give Mason the ball. Anytime that Kukoc is on the top side, you've got to give him the ball.
Smith from the arc goes halfway down and pops out, and the Bulls have a chance to regain the lead.
This unit on the floor right now has done a nice job for Chicago. Good ball movement, recognizing the trapping and finding the free people.
We talked about their bench needing to step up here in the Garden. They were non-existent in the first 2 contests. Kukoc has it stripped by Mason, and we have a foul on Anthony Mason. His third.
And the fourth foul for the
5.5 minutes of this quarter.
Well, we have 6:24 up there right now. You can see Scottie Pippen in the first quarter, you know, has struggled throughout this series. Now, Tony Kukoc at the line. Until this point in this game, Chicago bench have outscored New York 19-11, and they've out-rebounded them 10-7 with Luke Longley 6 rebounds.
Are you surprised that Scottie Pippen hasn't played this quarter? That was an ugly shot.
Well, Phil's going with the guys that are playing well. He's staying with them. Now, unfortunately, Kukoc comes up empty with those two.
And now he calls for Scottie Pippen, who comes up off the bench, topping the screen. Anthony looked at the three. Smith spotting up. Not a good pass. Changes. Doesn't get it. Mason, nice job keeping it alive. Knicks can't track it down.
Well, Charles just left two shots short. Pitt said, right there, Phil said, I'm going to come with Pippen now and take out Paxson. So that means right now Pippen will be in the backcourt. So up front, they have Longley, Scott Williams, and Kukoc. Pippen in the backcourt matched up with John Starks.
Right into the hands. Kerr started to cut, and then he pulled back. Anthony, the big stick.
Nice.
What a look by Greg Anthony. That was a perfect pass.
That look was by default. Because Luke Longley was going to send that one someplace. But a great pass. And then Ewing followed the play.
Ewing was 6 in the fourth after going scoreless in the second and third.
Pippen wants the back starts down. Nice fake.
Doesn't get the shot. The fourth quarter woes continue for Scottie Pippen. Ewing has had the last 6 points for New York. They got to call the foul on Pippen, only his second.
That was a beautiful head fake by John Starks to get Pippen up in the air. Now keep an eye. Watch what happens here. Here's Luke Longley. Stop off. Woo. Send it down, Patrick.
Now the Knicks with 14 fouls. The Bulls with 3 as they're making wholesale changes. Armstrong back in. Cartwright comes back into the lineup. Horace Grant comes in. So the starters back in with the exception of Tony Kukoc. Armstrong looking for the pick set by Ewing. They double up on Starks. He throws it up to Ewing. Oh my goodness, if he would have made that, that would have been a prayer answered tenfold.
Unfortunately for Chicago, they played that perfectly. A great trap on the side, a beautiful lob pass to Patrick, and he was under the rim. No way could this shot go in. Here's the trap. Now watch what happens. They front Patrick. Now watch as he falls back. He had no chance to make that shot.
Kukoc picks up his third personal foul, the fourth team foul. Knicks said Patrick Ewing was shooting. They wish.
Now it's 4 fouls apiece. The next foul at either end was shooting the penalty. That's interesting that they called the foul before the shot attempt.
Right. Smith on top there, giving him a lot of room.
Well, there's no movement right now for the Knicks. No movement.
Well, Grant is on Anthony. There's got to be a mismatch somewhere. Smith from 15 over Kukoc short. Rebound, the putback won't go. A lot of bodies flying. Anthony comes out of the pack. And Anthony wisely calls a timeout. A 20-second timeout. Let's see if they decide to take a
Carl Garrison said they do not have a 20.
Got to be a full timeout.
Must be a full.
4.5. Pat Riley says the Knicks win ugly and they lose ugly. This is qualifying as ugly. 81-78. 3 timeouts for the Bulls. The Knicks with 2. Nobody has a foul to give. And you have to think about the fact the Knicks only scored 8 points in this quarter. Chicago hasn't exactly lit it up. 7 points. But Greg Anthony has accepted the challenge tonight.
Not only the 9 points, Ron, but the 8 assists. And he's really helping out on the board. And then the critical one, only 1 turnover.
Game 6 will be Friday night in Chicago. Who will go with the advantage?
All right, now we have 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Out of a timeout, you so desperately want a good shot. Anthony being guarded by Pippen.
Now Pippen is smart. He's not letting him go to his strong hand.
Anthony the fall away with 2.